Hello guys and welcome back to the channel, and if you're new, please subscribe, it means a lot for me. And today we're going to talk about how to feed, but not just how to feed, but what kind of amount do we feed for a tank, size of the tank and size of the colony, and maybe we should be talking about the filter size as well, with the feeding, of course, right? So I will start with showing you some foods, right? For a shrimp, a small size goes a long way, and this pellet is insanely small, and this is enough for 20 adult shrimp. This would be for 10. And for shrimplets, yeah, you can also use the same food, but it need to be powder, right? So I will show you a tank, and I will put food in it, and we will talk about it. But the main rule here is that the food should be gone within 3 hours. So within 3 hours, the food should be gone. And if it's eaten in not like an hour, you're feeding too little. So we have some ground rules. They had to be able to get the food. So if you have shrimplets, you need to get that powder going on, because the shrimplets will stay in the same area in a long period of time when they are young. They will walk around when they get older, but in the start you need that shrimp powder, and that's where NutriDust and Nutri-Greens and grinded up food comes in handy. So yeah, that's what we have, that's what we're going to use, and I will show you with the stick first, yeah, I'll get on the tank now. So here you have it, guys. Here's a tank with approximately around 50 shrimp. And when I say 50 shrimp, I mean 50 adult shrimp, and there's definitely going to be some newborn as well. So I'll give it powder in the evening, and I will use half a spoon of the NutriDust. As you can see, I just dropped it in, and there is already a shrimp there. Let's see if we can get that one. So you see, I have put in 2 pieces of food there, and that is the size of what I showed you to be around 20 adult shrimp. So this should be enough for around 40 healthy adults. So now you're thinking, what about the shrimplets? Yeah, the shrimplets I will feed later, and I will feed them with the NutriDust, as I just said. So yeah, this will be around for around 2 hours. It's not 1 hour, it's not 3 hours, but around 2 hours, this food. And as you can see, they're crazed about it. And you can ask, Dennis, did you not feed them yesterday? Of course I did. I fed them yesterday and the day before that. I feed my shrimp every day. I maybe do once a week a day where I don't feed as much, but I still feed like North Snow or, let's say, NutriDust if there's babies in there. As you can see, there's a lot of movement already, and we have been feeding, dropped the food in for 1 minute ago, maybe 1.5, and you can see all this beautiful shrimp looming around. And what's not to like, what's not to like? As you can see, it goes really fast. One thing you should notice, it's the food. As you can see, all the food going from the food. This food will flow around in the tank and provide food for the babies. And you can say, is that a good thing? Yes, indeed it is a good thing. The babies love this. I think there is more than 50 shrimp in this tank. um, but it's a good thing. I feed twice a daily. I feed this main one the stick food, and then again at night I feed the NutriDust. So yeah, that's pretty cool, you know. I hope you really learned something today, and if you have questions to what I've told now, please comment them below. I can't remember everything in one setting. Look at that one. That one is a red wine and with the skunk mark in the head. Sorry, that was my finger there. It's kind of cool with the skunk on the head. Amazing. But yeah, if you can definitely say it's more than 50 shrimp in this tank. But yeah, that's around what I feed. And one thing you should also be worried about, not worried about, but be thinking about, is the snail population in the tank you're feeding. This tank is not heavily populated with the snail, but then again there is some snails in here. And when I say it's not heavily populated, it is heavily populated. But it's not that bad, as you can see. There's not so many in here in the underground, but there are some, and you can see them moving around in the soil there. So there is some, and the more you feed them, the more they will come. So there is definitely some snails in here, and for me it's not a problem yet, but it can be. I take out the baby snails and provide them for another tank, so they will not overpopulate my shrimp tanks. I hope you learned something about the amount of feeding today, and what else we should talk about. You should really tell me in the comments, please. You guys probably have a lot more questions about what we just hit here on the subjects, and you know, guys, if you want me to learn you something or just anything, just ask me, because this is what I am. I'm all about. I want to help, and I really want to help. Just look at that beautiful light blue there. What a beauty. Oh, that's so cool. Yeah, you know what it is? It's about to stay shrimpy.